Have any of you ever enjoyed the satisfaction of winning at something? I'm sure that a good majority of you have won in some way, shape, or form. I mean, look at me. My mother abandoned me from the street, but I still won this trophy here. Actually, I found that on the side of the street. Life sucks. Anyway, we all hate losing just as much, correct? It's good to lose in some cases too, as it gives you the chance to learn from your mistakes. However, in the world of Amiibo collecting, there's a high chance that we all lose this time around. You see, there are some Amiibo that are available to everybody, at least most, but then there are some Amiibo that are next to impossible to obtain. Hello, mi friendos, it's time to talk about more Amiibo, as it's my inevitable hopeless cycle of existence. This time, the topic is the treasures known as the event-exclusive Amiibo. Now, what exactly are these rare breed of Amiibo? Well, they are Amiibos that are only obtainable via special event or tournament. Now, there isn't many event Amiibo out there, so this video might be fairly short, and what they do within the games is relatively unknown. But regardless, I will be going over them all in this video. Let's do it. The first example of tournament exclusive Amiibo being the Gold and Silver Monster Hunter Stories One-Eyed Rathalos Rider Amiibo, a wicked popular series in Japan from what I've heard. I mean, it was supposed to be a couple Monster Hunter games in the US on Switch release, but never happened. But the game's popularity in the country has proven that the gamers there are worthy of a tournament. Held across many different locations back in 2017, there's a big Monster Hunter Stories tournament event going on, where the main prizes, depending on the winning position, would win either a gold or silver variant of the One-Eyed Rathalos Rider. It is uncertain the true quantity of these Amiibo that exists, considering the various sources saying something completely different, and the possibility of some unused ones being hidden or destroyed behind the scenes. This could honestly be said for every Amiibo on this list, but I don't want to assume too far. My estimate is that there exists between 1, 7, and 10 of each out there due to the exact number of places the competition was being held, ranged around those numbers, and some of the statistics and conditions for the tournament. Keep in mind that these are just my estimates, and that if you hardcore collectors or fans have any official confirmation on numbers or statistics, feel free to comment. I'm just stating what I found on deep research. Next up, we have an Amiibo that I am somewhat envious of not having due to me being a big fan of the series it comes from. That being the Gold Mega Man 11 Amiibo, which was part of a special raffle taking place in Japan of 2018 in celebration of Mega Man's 30th anniversary and as a promotion for the newest release of Mega Man 11. Something you'll all happen to notice here is that all of the event Amiibo on this will be A, gold or silver, and B, being the only obtainable in Japanese events. Now, there were many other prizes on the Capcom site at the time, consisting of raffles and many Mega Man themed prizes, but this one was the one that caught every Amiibo collector's eyes, obviously. Sadly, only 10 of these are confirmed to exist, which means I'll never be able to own one most likely unless I spray paint my Mega Man 11 Amiibo gold, which I won't want because it will look ugly. Finally, the only other series of existing Amiibo are the Gold Splatoon Inkling and Octoling Squid Amiibo. Seriously, I'm probably just, if at all, as surprised as you that out of the 5 years of Amiibo existence, there hasn't been more prize Amiibo. These prizes were only winnable during the recent Splatoon Japanese Koshien 2019 tournament event, I might have butchered that Japanese name, sorry, and has been revealed that an only supposed one of each exists. Now, past events of Splatoon have happened like this in the past, but none have prizes quite like this at all. The Amiibo abilities of these figurines are unknown still to this day, as of translation right now, and that is all there really is to say about these shiny toys. But again, like the Monster Hunter Amiibo, if any of you super hardcore Splatoon fans that are up on the news more than I am have anything to say about it in counterclaim, feel free to comment. Seriously though, I couldn't find much else to talk about these two aside from the fact that they are winnable in a Japanese tournament and have only one of each in existence. Gosh, why does every Amiibo event have to take place in Japan? Justice for America! Now finally, after I've gone over all the actual Amiibo themselves, it's time to address the somewhat elephant in the room, the hippopotamus sort of, the chicken in the room, because it's not really a big deal. That is whether or not they can truly be considered legit Amiibo for collections, and if they should even count as part of Amiibo collections. Now this whole argument arose recently mainly from different online Amiibo groups and hardcore Amiibo collectors slash purists, and I have mentioned this whole scenario in previous videos addressing it as a quote-unquote controversy. The major reason for the argument existing is to the thought that due to the Amiibo being basically impossible to obtain in the public, and the suspicion and confirmation of something like the Gold Mega Man, that these Amiibo don't have any special effects in their games and are no different from their normal counterparts, has led to the assumption of some that these are nothing more than plastic trophies, and due to that should be excluded from official collections. Now let me drop my 2 cents in of knowledge here, as an experienced collector of more than just Amiibo, you know. The idea and concept of event exclusive expensive items in any other collectible form has been universally accepted as possible pieces for a collection. Rare video games such as the Nintendo World Championships, rare Funko Pops like the Willy Wonka Gold Ticket 2-pack, which confuses me as to why something like a raffle-winning Amiibo can't be at all collectible. I mean, they're rare after all, they're part of a competition, and adding one to an Amiibo collection would be completely awesome, really, if you can. Now, the only reason why I would understand these Amiibo qualification official people is that the Amiibo are so rare and expensive that they would most likely never be opened or used, and I can understand that. But not only is everyone different in how they use their Amiibo, believe me, there's probably 4-year-olds who are sticking the Amiibos up their nose, but a good chunk of people here, I feel like, are cranky and upset that they won't ever be able to obtain these plastic artifacts in their collections and are expressing it online and with friends. Finally, it's uncertain if these are custom spray paints of already existing Amiibo meant for the competition done by someone besides Nintendo, or if they're really official Amiibo products. But that still doesn't defeat the fact that these are still part of a significant event, and that regardless they'll hold some value or imprint proving their worth via event or competition. Now, most importantly, these are still a working official Amiibo. In the end, don't let gatekeeping and collector's bias dictate how you collect for your favorite stuff. Alright guys, sorry for how uneventful this video was in terms of information compared to prior ones, if they were at least, and my bad for having such a slight rant about Amiibo qualifications. Bottom line here, there are some hard to find Amiibo that are next to impossible to obtain in any realistic form. Bottom line, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope to make more future video intros that are just as short as the outros of this one. Bye. Oh wait, you can obtain these rare Amiibo in your household. Just grab a gold spray paint can and color them gold. Boom, instant money. I think just by muttering this garbage, I'm instantly spreading cancer.